clear about what it will take to build and bring a clean energy economy to Michigan. Are we ready to do what it takes? Do we understand better than anybody the consequences of not bringing a clean energy economy to Michigan? So this morning I woke up and I saw Senator Debbie Stabenow. She is not in Michigan. She's not in D.C. She was in a television studio in New York. She was talking about fighting hard for the people of Michigan. And I think all of you should be very proud. She was talking about what it will take for Michigan to thrive again, for cities like Lansing and Detroit to thrive again. And you know what I could tell? I think Senator Stabenow, she was crying out for some help. I mean, I'm no psychologist, but what I saw on TV this morning was a senator that needs some help. You know what kind of help she needs? She needs Michigan Powershift kind of help. That's the kind of help she needs. And President Obama, he needs our help too, because the problem is, folks, we're not being loud enough. We need to be the wind in the sails of change this fall. That's what we have to be. We need to be screaming from the rooftops and marching in the streets and flooding inboxes and mailboxes and telephone lines with the message from the people with the real power, right? And that's us. That's Michigan Powershift. As we were walking over here and we were chanting, "Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop." I said, what?
Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop.
Say what?
Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop.
See, the thing is, I think this country is forgetting that right now. I think that folks are giving in to the idea that it's just too hard, that this country is in too deep, that the oil industry and the coal industry and the gas industry, they've got this all locked up. But they forgot about the power of the people. And it is our job to remind them about the power of the people. That the power of the people can shift the direction of this country, will shift the direction of this country. And we won't stop until we make that happen. Is that right? I said, is that right? So over the course of the next months, we're going to have a lot of tough stuff coming at us. So let's take a minute to get prepared. Right now, you drive across the state of Michigan or Ohio or Pennsylvania, you turn on the television, you see a lot of ads from our friends over there telling us that coal is the answer. They're sending all kinds of lies like it's going to cost too much money to deal with global warming. Is that right? They're going to say America just isn't ready to make the transition to clean energy. We were ready 30 years ago, that's right. And you know what? I think the people who are unemployed in Michigan, they can't wait any longer for clean energy jobs. I think that our brothers and sisters that are overseas fighting wars over foreign oil, they can't wait another minute for us to be energy independent. I think our brothers and sisters that are living in the backyards of coal-fired power plants, they can't wait another minute for their community to be powered by clean energy. We cannot let them forget, folks, what is on the line. What is on the line is our future. What is on the line is Michigan's future. What's on the line is the future of an entire generation around the world, and we are far more powerful than they think. We need to prove that day in and day out until we win. So last night when I left after a very inspiring evening of speakers and the Flowbots, I went to sleep last night and I had I don't want to be cliche about it or anything, but I had a pretty awesome dream last night. And I understand it sounds a little cliche, but what I saw were all of your faces, and I saw gatherings like this day in and day out. And you're thinking, Jessy, do you have no idea the amount of work it took us to pull together Michigan Powershift? There's no way we could do that every day. But I'm saying there's no way we can lose this fight. I mean, that's how serious it is. And it's not just about cheering. So we need to be out day in and day out. We need to wake up earlier before class, and we need to be out in the streets. When we think we've called as much as we possibly can call, we need 4 more weeks of phone banking. When we think we have written as many letters as we possibly can write, we got to go to a new city in Michigan and get thousands more people to write letters. We need to fill the pages of every newspaper in this state and across the country with the voices of people who understand what real, positive, clean change looks like. Are we willing to do that? There's never been a moment in time like the moment that we are in right now, folks. And it will not only take 100% of the energy of every single person here today, and I thank you so much for being here today, but it will take the energy of thousands more across the country. So I want to know who's going to commit to bringing 10 new people into this movement by the end of October. Can you raise your hand and make some noise? Phone numbers and your email address,